So the IAF is a 60-plus-year-old organization that is international, started in the US but is now international, that provides training and support for both local institutions that want to come together and build a broad-based organization and the professional organizers who provide training and support for them. So the IAF focuses on building local organizations of member institutions who want to strengthen their own institution, who want to identify and explore issues affecting their families, and who want to go into action together on those issues.
And then there's high-quality training. So the training is provided to both leaders and organizers in the fundamentals of organizing and bringing about change in ways that really equip leaders to take ownership of and responsibility for making their communities what they want them to be, and not dependent on somebody else. So it's really about helping invest in people in the capacity to bring about the kind of world they want to have.
When we first learned about the Metro Vancouver Alliance, or the MVA, I thought, what a brilliant idea it is about bringing together so many different groups representing the diverse communities and bringing them together through a nonpartisan approach to ensure all political parties are accountable. So what we see as the key issues around urban Aboriginal people in city life is that almost 80% of us live off reservations. And the majority of us live in the urban context. And why MVA is so important for us is that it can enable us to be seen, be heard, and be included. And that's one of the things that's missing in all levels of politics, is the lack of engagement of the citizenship.
One of the things that's unique about this method is that we do not waste our time arguing about what we don't agree on. So we're going to be looking for the things that are concrete, achievable, within the realm of where we have the power to take some action and where people have energy and passion to take those issues on. We don't elect anybody, we don't nominate anybody, we don't support anybody. We are nonpartisan. What we do is we hold all the candidates to account.
Aging was covering caring for aging parents and food, I guess that's under poverty, no, food security. It's inadequacy of the charity model.
So there's a lot of ways to bring about community change. And we don't have the way, but our way is through focusing on institutions. We look for where do individuals and families come together to find meaning, to interpret the world, to act on their values, and those most often fall into three different clusters of institutions. Faith-based institutions, churches, synagogues, mosques, temples, work-based institutions, labor unions, workers' associations, and then community institutions. Can be settlement houses or neighborhood groups or ethnic-based organizations, interest-based organizations. So between these three clusters, we work with them at coming together to develop relationships with each other, explore what interests they might have in common, and give them the skills and capacity to act on those things.
So, this is a really exciting moment. I have been organizing MVA since June 2011. There were people involved before that for several years, slogging away, trying to get people involved, building relationships, training leaders, and the one question people always asked is, what's your issue?
So they start with the group and then they do the one-on-one, so that you're really, sometimes, and this happens everywhere, we all think that we know what people need, but until you ask that person exactly what they need, that's how you really find out.
One of the things that I found really interesting, as I hear about all the different listening sessions happening at Gordon Averett House, has been that these are issues that people have been talking about, and I remember as a child, that affected me as a young person. So I'm excited to see that there's this neat consortium of folks coming together to look at these issues and figure out how do we organize for the common good.
Well, this is a moment that really we've been waiting for, and the next 5 to 6 weeks is going to be exciting and trying to get everybody aware about the launching.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are. We have reached that point. I think we should give ourselves a huge cheer.
It's been years in the making, and a lot of great people have done a lot of hard work to make this happen, and I can't wait to see it take off.